Good evening, everyone. The tale of two big-name Dow stocks, Caterpillar and Boeing, set the tone on Wall Street today. For Boeing, blue skies ahead after the aerospace giant reported a surge in quarterly earnings, a huge backlog of orders, and raised its outlook for this year. Shares soared more than 5%. But Caterpillar found itself in a hole. The world's largest maker of earth-moving and mining equipment said profits plunged last quarter. It cut its earnings forecast again, and the stock tumbled 6.5%. Well, that mixed picture from two blue-chip Dow companies rattled investors as they worry about growth forecasts from corporate America. And so the record-breaking run-up in stocks took a step back today. We have two reports taking a closer look at Boeing and Caterpillar. We begin with Jackie DeAngelis and those disappointing numbers from Big Cat.
A big earnings miss for the world's largest maker of earth-moving equipment, Caterpillar. Profit declined almost 43% from a year ago, missing analyst expectations by 21 cents a share. And it wasn't just profit that fell short. Cat's revenues declined 18%. And the company's 2014 forecast turned flat, plus or minus 5% compared to this year. Mining was Caterpillar's main challenge in the third quarter, according to Chairman and CEO Doug Oberhelman.
We saw the mines really explode as India grew, China grew, the famous BRICS grew, and world economic growth through the big recession outside the U.S. and Europe was pretty good. I think they got a little bit ahead of themselves. The markets got a little bit ahead of themselves.
He told investors the company worked to improve operating efficiency, but also said those improvements, unfortunately, were overshadowed by a drop in sales.
Our balance sheet's pretty well bulletproof right now. We're ready to go. We just need a recovery in mining, which at some point will come. I've seen cycles off and on over my 39 years. This one is pretty acute in mining. The rest of the business is hanging in there.
Cat also announced 3,000 layoffs and warned that more could be coming. So it's no wonder investors are taking a pause. Longer term, Oberhelman is staying positive.
I'm hopeful that I'm not going to make any forecast here, bullish forecast on mining, but my bet is it's going to be sooner than later, and I really hope late 14, 15 is when we start to see that.
Still, analysts said they were expecting more from a bellwether like Caterpillar, and that for now, Cat has to keep digging for answers. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Jackie DeAngelis.
The plants where Boeing builds Dreamliners, 737s, and other commercial airplanes have seldom been busier. In fact, with the company on pace to deliver a record number of new planes this year, it's the commercial airplane business that is driving Boeing's soaring profits. Last quarter, the company took in more than $22 billion, an increase of 10.6%, thanks to more planes being delivered. And yet, Boeing's backlog of orders has climbed to a record high. The outlook is a complete change from just 9 months ago, when two battery fires aboard two different 787 Dreamliners led to the FAA grounding the planes and investors dropping shares of Boeing to $70. Since then, Boeing's stock has been on a steady climb, lifted in part by the Dreamliner, which is fixed, flying, and bringing in new orders. The backlog of Dreamliners stands at 890 planes, with 131 ordered this year. Boeing builds 7 Dreamliners a month right now and will go to 10 per month next year. Now the company says it's boosting 787 production even further, building 12 per month by 2016 and 14 per month by the end of the decade. The strength of commercial airplanes is welcome news, given the pressure Boeing is seeing with its defense business. While Boeing's defense and space business brought in $8 billion last quarter, the government sequester and the prospect of more budget cuts means orders for new military jets and defense projects could be limited in the future. Phil LeBeau, Nightly Business Report, Chicago.